So yesterday 12th class, good morning again. Many students have joined now. So I'm going to start with the topic. So yesterday we did the functions of marketing. So today first we will be doing MCQs related to that topic. Then we will be going for today's topic. BST 12th class, chapter 11 and MCQs related to functions of the marketing. And I told you also that these functions are very important because while doing your project work you have to apply the knowledge of all these functions as well as of the complete chapter. Okay students, so now I am unmuting Anshika Agarwal. Yes Anshika, start reading please.
Shenoy Limited has chalked out an action plan in order to increase its market share in the international market by 25% in the next 1 year. The action plan contains the details about how the product
Yes, yes Anshika, what happened? Yes Anshika. Yes, everyone is giving me correct answer. uh, whatever you people are giving me answer, that is the market planning. Yes, everyone has given me correct answer, very good. Yes, next, in order to yes students, next question, you can give me answer. In order to get feedback about the new product launch, best days limited conducted an online survey through a short questionnaire. Yes Anshika. Anshika.
yes ma'am मेरा
Yes,
connection हो गया.
okay, start reading second question fast.
In order to get feedback about its new product launch, Best Days Limited conducted an online survey through a short questionnaire. Identify the marketing function being mentioned here.
Yes, conducting
Gathering and
survey.
analyzing marketing.
Yes, very good. Conducting survey is the part of gathering and analyzing market information. Yes. Fill up. Third fill up fast.
Dash involves the division of products into classes made up of units having similar size and quality.
Yes.
Grading.
Yes. Similar classes means into groups. Classes here means groups. Yes, it's grading. Next, fast.
Dash means that products are of specified and uniform quality. Standardization.
Yes, very good. In standardization, all the goods are of a specified quality and uniform quality. So case study you will be doing at home. I'll be sending you this PDF and we will be discussing on group. Okay. So now I am here going to start today's topic, that is the concept of marketing mix. So before going to this topic, you must know all about this topic. So we have already studied that marketing involves creating a market offering. In the features of marketing, we have studied this, that marketing involves creating a market offering to satisfy the needs and wants of the present and potential buyers. The real question is now that how to create that market offering. How to create the market offering means how to create the product. Many questions can come in the mind of the manufacturer or the seller. Suppose we can take the example, a profitable business opportunity seen by some firm in the field of producing soft drinks. Okay, it means you want to start manufacturing of soft drinks. You have seen that there are good amount of profits. So to develop and market a new brand of soft drinks, a number of important decisions you have to take. Before producing soft drinks, you have to perform all the marketing functions, like who will be your customers, whether you want to start your business by your own or you want to go for any MNC collaboration. So this will be important decision whether to produce for the local market or for a wider market. It means whatever the soft drinks you are going to produce, you will be selling it in your local area or at the state level or national level or international level. You have to also think about that. What will be the features of new soft drink, as many soft drinks are available in the market? So you have to think about what the value you are going to add up in your soft drink, so that the consumers are buying your soft drink as compared to the other soft drinks. Many more decisions, like how you will be selling the soft drink, means what type of bottles will be there, glass bottles or plastic bottles. It means that this will be the decision relating to the packaging of the soft drink. Then what soft drink you will be selling, under which brand name, what will be the brand name, like thumbs up, coca cola, pepsi, all these are the brand name of different soft drinks. So what will be the price, in what quantities the soft drink will be available, in what sizes, bottle sizes, what will be the bottle sizes or the can sizes will be available, and how you will be going to distribute your soft drink, means what will be the distribution network. Distribution network means the chain of wholesalers, retailers, distributors, agents. It means we can say the intermediaries, which intermediaries you will be involving in this. And we can say that the new soft drink will be promoted at last after distributing, taking the decision of distribution. We must have to think about the advertisement, how the soft drink will be promoted, because I told you earlier that the buyers will not buy the product himself. The seller has to convince them to buy the product, because there is a cutthroat competition in the market. Many good soft drinks are already available in the market. So now you have to sell your product, and to sell them you have to convince, you have to persuade the buyers, you have to make them feel that your product is better than the others product. Only then they will be buying your product. So in that case you have to take the decision about the promotion. Promotion means informing the consumers. Promotion of the soft drink means how you will be promoting your soft drink by putting up advertisements in the newspapers or magazines or on radio or television. It means audio, visual, print media, oral media, all the media you will be using, or you will be using only one media, or you will be giving your advertisements in a daily local newspaper or in the national newspaper, in the only in English language or in or other regional languages. So all these are the important decisions which a producer or the marketing manager has to take before starting the production of the soft drink. So here it does not mean that we have to start with the production, we will just open a factory and we will start with the production. All these things we will be deciding in advance to avoid any problem in future. Okay, so combination of all these decisions, whatever I told you, is known as marketing mix. So in your project, I'll be also allotting you a product. To each individual student, I'll be giving you one product. So about that product, you have to launch your product. You have to manufacture your product. You have to take all these decisions, at what price it will be available, in what sizes it will be available, how you have done your SWOT analysis, strength, weakness, opportunities, and threat analysis, and how you are going to distribute it, what will be its packaging, what will be its brand name, and combinedly taking all these decisions together is known as marketing mix. So the rest of the chapter is all about the marketing mix. Only one topic is left, that is the marketing mix, and the many concepts are there in this topic. So marketing mix, you can write the definition. Marketing mix refers to the combination of variables or tools chosen by a firm to prepare its market offering, is called marketing mix. So marketing mix is a combination of variables or tools chosen by a firm to prepare its market offering, is called marketing mix. Or we can say it is a combination of 4 P's. If you want to learn the easy definition, then you can learn that marketing mix is a combination of 4 P's. You can see in this given diagram that marketing mix is bifurcated in 4 P's. What are those 4 P's? Product, price, place, promotion. In product, all the decisions related to product are taken, like product, what will be the brand name of the product, how we will be preparing the label of the product, what will be the packaging of the product, what will be the qualities and features of the product. In price, we will be taking decision related to price. In place, we will be taking decision Okay. In place, we will be taking decision regarding the distribution of the product, how the product will be made available from the place of manufacturer to the place of consumer. And in promotion, finally, the information and awareness about the product will be created. So these are the further four topics, and then the chapter will be ended, as well as your in these four topics you will be getting the knowledge, complete knowledge about your project work too, because you have to use all these four P's in your project work. Okay, so we can say the definition of marketing mix means the marketing mix is a combination of four P's. Marketing mix is a combination of four P's, that is product, price, place, promotion. I'm repeating the definition which I had given you earlier. The combination of variables, the combination of variables. So these four are the variables, and a combination of all these variables, and some management thinkers uh, tell them these are tools. So the combination of variables or tools chosen by a firm or businessman to prepare its market offering is called marketing mix. So I'm taking only one P today, that is the product mix. So today we will be discussing only about the product. So one marker question can be there. What do you mean by a product? This can be the one marker question. So product does not mean only the goods. Whenever we are talking about the product, it means goods and services. First thing, product means goods and services, or anything which has some value is known as a product. Value means that can be bought or sold, that can be exchanged for some consideration. So product means anything which has some value. Value means which can be bought or sold. So product mix means combination of all products offered for exchange by a company. Product is a combination of goods and services, or anything which has utility, which has some value, is known as product. And product mix refers to the combination of all product. Product is different and product mix is different. Both can be the one marker question. Product mix is the combination of all products offered for exchange by a company. Means whatever the products one company has offered, the combination of all those product is known as product mix. As well as product mix also refers to important decisions which will be taken under product mix, like HUL. You must have listened the name of this company. HUL means Hindustan Unilever Limited. So many products this company is offering, like Close Up toothpaste, Lifebuoy soap, Fair and Lovely cream. You must be using all these products, but these are produced by a single company. The company is Hindustan Unilever Limited. So this total is the, and many more products are also there. I have not taken the name of all the products. So this is the complete product mix of HUL. Tata, Tata Steel, Tata Car, Tata Sumo, many automobile sector also Tata has a good name. Trucks, salt, etc. Amul milk, ghee, butter, cheese, chach, etc. Procter and Gamble, P&G, Olay, Head and Shoulder, Pantene, Pampers, Vicks, Ariel, LG Electronics, many television, refrigerators, color monitors for computers, AC, many product lines are having. So all the big companies are not selling only one product. They all are involved in diversification. This is also known as diversification. It means which type of structure they will be having, divisional structure. For one product, they will be having one division. And moreover, one more definition is given by product. Product is a mixture, that can be the good definition. Mixture of tangible and intangible attributes. Attributes means qualities which are capable of being exchanged for a value. So the word can be the different for different definitions, but the meaning is only one, that is the product means anything which has value, means anything which has value, and which can be exchanged for anything or value. So why we are buying any product? we are buying we are buying the product. Why? Only for three benefits. Every product is known as a mixture of bundles, bundle of utilities. Why? Utilities means want satisfying power. So every product has a want satisfying power. That's why we are buying the product. So whenever we are buying any product, then three features or three benefits the product is giving us. Which three benefits? These are the NCERT line. So important lines, you can write these three benefits which are offered by a product. Benefits are functional benefits, psychological benefits, and social benefits. Functional benefits, psychological benefits, and social benefits. Functional benefits means the important benefit, means the main purpose for which we are buying the product. Like if we want to buy a car, the main purpose of buying that car is transportation. We want to go from one place to another place. That's why we are buying that car. So that the transportation benefit is the functional benefit of that car. Then psychological benefit, and the third is social benefit. Psychological benefit means when we will be buying a car, then it will give us mental satisfaction. We will feel high in the society that we are having a car and my friend or my relatives are not having a car. So that will be a psychological benefit, means mental peace we will be getting about the car. Then social benefit. Social benefit means reputation in society. We will be recognized by the other members or by our neighbors. They will think something high about us, that we are having a car which they are not having. So every product is giving us three benefits. These are the NCERT line, and make sure please write these three benefits: functional benefit, psychological benefit, and social benefit. Functional means the main benefit or the main function of the product for which we are buying. Like if we want to entertain ourselves, then in our home we can buy a TV. That will be only the functional benefit. That normal TV, any TV we can buy, so we can fulfill, we can watch TV or we can fulfill the need of entertainment. So that is the functional benefit. But if we are buying a LED or OLED TV and 65 inches TV, that it will be giving us psychological benefit as well as social benefit, both, because we will be highly feeling reputed in the society that in our overall society I am having this much big TV and others are not having. Okay, so now this is all about the product mix. Now the main components of product mix. Three important decisions will be taken under product mix. Three important decisions, you can write that these are the three important decisions will be taken under product mix. Which three important decisions? That will be also the part of your project work. Write down: branding, packaging, and labeling. These are the three important decisions, and these are the three topics of the product mix: branding, packaging, and labeling. Branding, packaging, labeling. Okay, students. Branding. So first write down the branding. Branding means, write down branding. Branding means, as you can see that in different market we are looking for different type of products. Like if we are going to the market and we are buying any product from the market, okay, then that product are sold in different brand names. Suppose we want to buy a tea, so different type of teas are available in the market, like Wagh Bakri tea, Tata tea, Taj Mahal tea. So what are these? These are the brand name of the different type of teas available in the market. Okay, students. So branding, first write down its meaning. Branding is the process of giving us name, symbol, or design. Branding is a process of giving a name, symbol, or design to a product. Branding is a process of giving a name, symbol, or design to a product. Okay, students, write down. Have you written? Okay. So branding is the process of giving a name, symbol or design, etc. to a product. So whenever we are going to market, then earlier also I told you that products are sold in two names. One is the generic name and other one is the brand name. Generic name means the whole refers to the name of the class of the product. Generic name refers to the name of the whole class of the product. Whole class of the product like toothpaste, book, tire, pen, shoes. So this is the generic name. But whenever we are buying the product of a particular manufacturer, then it means if we are buying action shoes, or we can say the Adidas shoes, or we can say any of the brand, many good brand names are there, it means we are buying the brand name. So what the important benefit the brand name is giving us, that we, just because of brand name, we people are able to differentiate the product of one seller from the product of other seller. Suppose there is no brand name, then we will not be able to buy the products of the different manufacturers. Okay, students. So I told you that branding is the process of giving a name or a sign or a symbol to a product. Name, sign or symbol. And whenever in business studies ing word is there, so we can write branding is a process. If any word is having ing at the end, it means that is the process. So branding is a process of giving a name, sign or symbol. Why I am repeating this line again and again? Because with this line we will be getting different concepts related to branding. So what are those concepts? Like car, if we are taking the car, then different brand names are available: BMW, Honda City, Maruti Wagon R. Television, television are also sold with different brand names like Samsung television, Sony television, Sensui television, Videocon television, etc. Washing machine, LG washing machine, Samsung washing machine, IFB washing machine, etc. So like on different brand names are there. Now with that definition, please find out the three words: brand, brand name, brand mark and trademark. So I told you that branding is a process of giving a name, symbol or design. I'm going back: giving a name, sign, symbol, design to a product. So brand means, branding is a process, and brand, the same definition. Just remove is a process. So brand name, a brand is a name, symbol or design. And branding is a process of giving this name, symbol or design to a particular product. So brand is a name, symbol, design or a combination of them. It is known as brand name or brand, we can say. And brand name, like we can see the Dettol, Lux, Avalon, Nike, Coca-Cola. So similarly, you have to assign a brand name to your product. And brand name, brand is further divided in two parts: brand name and brand mark. You can bifurcate the brand in two parts. Just write the brand at the top and bifurcate it in two parts: brand name and brand mark. Brand name is that part of brand which can be spoken, like Tata Tea, like Woodland. Woodland is a brand name. We can speak it. And brand mark is that part of brand which cannot be spoken. It means mark or design, any symbol. Like Woodland is a brand, and Woodland is a brand name, and the brand mark, the tree which you can find on the Woodland store, that is a brand mark. So likewise, Audi is a brand. Audi is a brand, and the part of that brand which we can speak, that is the Audi, and the mark, the rings, 5 rings or 4 rings, I think that is the brand mark. So we can have the brand name as well as the brand mark, both. Okay, and combinedly these two will make the brand. So brand name is that part of brand which can be spoken, and brand mark is that part of brand which cannot be spoken but which can be seen. Okay, so different, like Pepsi. Pepsi is a brand name, and the blue and red ball on the Pepsi bottle, that is the brand mark. So Tiger of Britannia, McDonald's Golden Arches, Star of Mercedes Benz, Star, all the Mercedes Benz products, a star is mentioned, so that is the brand mark. That star is the brand mark. Devil of Oneida, and red and blue ball of Pepsi, penguin of Kelvinator, arrow sign of Nike. So all these are the brand mark. Now the trademark. Trademark is that part of brand which has given the legal protection. Legal protection means now that particular mark or that particular name is associated with you only. Others cannot use that brand name. The protection, legal protection is given when to the brand, then it becomes trademark. So thus the firm which got its brand registered gets the exclusive right for its use. In that case, no other firm can use such name or mark. If any one other person is using, then you can take action against them. Okay. So now what should be the qualities of a good branding? So three things we have done till now. Branding, whenever you are going to define the branding, then you will be writing branding is a process of giving a name or symbol or design. And generic name, brand name. Then further brand is divided in two parts, brand name and brand mark. Then trademark means when any brand got legal protection, then it is known as trademark. Then qualities of a good brand name. So while doing your project work, you will be also selecting a brand name for your product. Okay, students. So brand name, what qualities, what features should be there in brand name? First of all, it must be short, easy, and easy to pronounce, spell, recognize. Naman Jain is asking, ma'am, brand और company में क्या difference है? Yes, like Hindustan Unilever is a company, and the products which the company is selling, that is selling under different brand names. Okay, so same company name or brand name may be same, or company name or brand name may be different. Like Samsung is a company, but all of the products of Samsung are sold under one brand name, that is the company name. And the Hindustan Unilever Limited, like Nestle is also a company, but the different products are sold under different brand name. Okay, am I clear? Like Maruti is a company, and all of its products are sold on the same name. So it's up to the company whether it will be selling the products under the company name or some different name. Yes, Naman, am I clear? Okay, so what should be the qualities or characteristics of a good brand name? A brand name should be short, easy, or pronounced to spell. So whatever the brand name you people are going to choose about the product, your product, whatever I'll be giving you, so that must be short, easy, and easy to pronounce and spell. Next, a brand name should suggest the product's benefit and qualities. Whatever brand name we are selecting, that must be suggestive. Suggestive means that should tell about the qualities of the product. Like Hair and Care, it is the name of a brand name. Hair and Care, it means the oil, it is the name of hair oil, so the oil which will be giving care to your hair. Swift means very fast, it is the name of one Maruti car. So whenever you are putting the name Swift, it means this car is very fast. Ujala means brightness, so it is a name of one Neil which is used to bring brightness in white clothes. So Ujala means it will be giving more brightness to your clothes. So similarly, many other name can be there, which must be you. It is not necessary that always you people are going to select the name which is suggestive. But if it is suggestive, then it will be beneficial for you. Third quality, a brand name should be different, distinctive. It means it should be some different means ki some USP may be there in brand name. It means it may not be similar. If it is similar to other brand names, then you may have problem. So all the brand names which are existing, like already Adidas name is there, so that they must have it patented it or registered it. So you cannot use the same name. So that must be something different. Then chosen name should have staying power. Staying power means it should have a versatility, and staying power means it should not be outdated very soon. It must be a long lasting. Whatever the brand name you are going to select, that must be long lasting. And one more thing, whenever you are going to select the brand name for your product, you should also consider its name in different languages. Like once a car company selected the brand name Nova, Nova, Nova. But in Spanish, it means don't go. If for a car, because you are not making car only for India purpose. Under the same brand name, the car will be sold in different international markets too. So if you are keeping the name just like Nova, which in Spanish means don't go, then think about which type of people are going to buy that particular car. Okay, so while deciding the name, you should consider the meaning of your product name in different languages. And moreover, the whatever the brand name you are going to select, that must be adaptable to packaging or labeling requirements, to different advertising media and the different languages. The last important point, whatever the brand name you have chosen, that must be able or capable of being registered and protected legally. Means you should register or protect your brand name. If you are selecting the similar or identical name which is already there, then you must not be able to get it registered or protected. So all these qualities should be there in brand name. So before going for the brand name, you have to consider that your brand name should be short, simple, easy to pronounce, long lasting, suggestive. It means it should suggest the benefits of the product, should be different or small to easy to speak, pronounce, staying power, long lasting, and versatile, which to accommodate new products. Like the company Samsung company has kept the brand name of all of its products Samsung. Samsung TV, Samsung refrigerator, Samsung washing machine, Samsung mobile, for every product. So this is known as family branding. Family branding means ki whatever the new products will be launched by the company, all of the products will be having the same brand name. Or some other companies may have the different brand name, like Hindustan Unilever Limited. For each of their product line, they are having a different brand name, like Maggie, Colgate, Lifebuoy. All is Hindustan Unilever companies making the your grocery items, or we can say most of the FMCG product, fast moving consumer goods, but they are selling their product under different brand name. So now Maggie brand name is there, and under that brand name 2 3 more products are sold, like not only the Maggie but the Maggie soups. So after the popularity of the Maggie noodles, Unilever company entered in the field of soups. So that was the diversification. But those soups were sold under the same brand name, that was the Maggie. Then Maggie Bhuna Masala is also the one product produced by the Hindustan Unilever company under the same brand name. Okay, so different brand name can be used by the company, or the same brand name can be used by the company. Mostly all the electronic companies are like Samsung or Hitachi or Daikin. Most of the companies, IFB, they are selling all their products under the same brand name. Why? Because the people of these goods sometimes becomes loyal to a particular brand. Loyal to particular brand means they whatever the electronic product at their house they will be buying only the same product of the Samsung, of the same company. Like Samsung, they are having at their houses Samsung TV, Samsung mobile, Samsung fridge, Samsung washing machine. Why? Because they are quite satisfied with the services provided by the Samsung company, and they have faith in this brand, and they are sure that if they are spending money on buying products of this company, then that will be uh, serving products will be serving for a long to them, and they are also satisfied with the after sale services of the company. That's why again and again they are buying the products of the same company. Okay, so today we'll be doing only till here. So last topic of branding is left, that is the advantages of branding. We'll start class tomorrow with this topic. Okay, so today we have done only two topics. That first was the marketing mix, concept of marketing mix. I told you that four variables are there in this concept of marketing mix: product, price, place, and promotion. then then the next is branding. Product mix we started with. Then branding, generic name, brand name, one marker question. Branding, brand name. So if you are confused in the definition of branding and brand, then let me revise that the branding is a process. Okay, the rest of the definition is same, and brand is not a process. You will start branding with that it is a process of giving a name, symbol, design to a product, and brand is actually a name, term, symbol, design, or a combination of all of these to identify the goods or services of a seller and to differentiate them from those of the competitors. So brand has two parts: brand name, brand mark. Brand name can be spoken,